Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Throwing Jones. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
This defense for the Patriots, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18. Another good reception there, the Colts on the march. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short gain down to about the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Jones got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton, 33 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First and 10, Taylor now. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's going to air one out, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. The Patriots hit 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he completes it to Hunt. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back to throw again. And he gets this to Thornton. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Off play action. Jones. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris with career touchdown number 60. And the Pats have taken the lead. Extra point up and through. And it's now 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. On the move past the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Patriots 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. They go play action here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. Right side, Thornton with it. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within a point. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They'll throw now on the final play. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Jones throw there taken in by Smith. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. He's got his man, Thornton. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jonnu Smith, 35 yards. And the Patriots have cut the lead back down to 2. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
And I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go. Meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, try and hit it for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great, you've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day?
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. That brings up 2nd and 4.
Running left, Taylor. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
That's good. For a Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. He's got a man, complete, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chase Claypool, 75 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves moves up to 7. And the option play works on the two-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That would work pretty well there.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point. Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Completes this one to Thornton. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run with their fullback. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done. Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Off the play fake. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly. He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter. And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way.
The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that
one. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge flag. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Steps away. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here,
and he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he...
And he takes it in for a Colts score. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
On second down, this is Harris. And he gets it down to the 32. 72 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4 down.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, CD, remember, he had a touchdown earlier, but that was in a much more conventional manner, this time picking up the fumble and taking it in for 6.
Yeah, he bailed his team out with scoop and score right there. Multiple touchdowns in this game for him, and he's not complaining how he got it done.
Point after, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off the bootleg. Jones rolling to his right. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris from a yard out. And the Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point safely through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll look to throw again. Looking for Campbell downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this to Thornton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point up and good, and the lead is now 24. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now back to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.